After defeating Washington 44-14, the Wildcats are 6-1 for the first time since 1998. For DailyWildcat.com, this is Tim Kosh. On the field, where it featured quarterback Jake Locker from Washington and Nick Foles from Arizona, but the star was quarterback Matt Scott, playing in place of Foles because of an injury. Here's what Matt Scott had to say about his performance.
I don't know, man. I'm happy and relieved. I'm happy to win this game, and it feels great to be out here with a sold-out crowd and everything, and just with my teammates, and we played a great game today.
Lose your voice?
One more. Yeah.
What was Nick like during the game?
He was covering me the whole game. Came up to me after every drive, said, "Let's go, let's get another one." And he was really excited to catch us in the game, and just gave us that competitive edge.
We're here with Mike Schmitz from DailyWildcat.com. Mike, like I said earlier, Matt Scott was really the hero tonight. Despite in the past in his career, he's really struggled. Can you talk about what he did tonight that was different?
Scott looks confident and he looked patient. He said he had a long talk with Coach Stoops last night in the hotel room about just being himself. Not trying to be Nick Foles, not trying to be Arizona Savior, but being Matt Scott. He did it with his feet, he did it with his arm, and he just had an all-around great performance, and he really proved that maybe he wasn't as bad of a quarterback as everyone thought.
In the past, we've seen Matt Scott really struggle in the pocket to make decisions, to decide if he should run or if he should pass. He struggled throwing the ball downfield to the point where he would get nervous throwing it short and he wouldn't be as accurate. But according to quarterbacks coach Frank Selfo, this is a new Matt Scott.
You know what he did? I think he had a great week of preparation. I think that what he did from Sunday all the way through till today, film work, the time that he put in, and that's what he's been doing. So, you expected him to play well because I think he's a talented player, and he's got a tremendous upside. He just needs to play. So, when he got out there on the field, he did a nice job in practice, and then translated over to the game.
We're here now with Nicole Dimsios from DailyWildcat.com. We've been talking about how good Matt Scott was, going 18 of 22 through the air for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, plus a whole chunk of yards on the ground. He really looked like Jake Locker, the Washington quarterback that's been talked about as the future #1 pick in the draft. But he didn't look like it today. Can you talk about how Arizona's defense shut Locker down?
The first thing the defense was able to do was to get pressure on Locker, which is something he's not been used to. That forced him to make quick decisions, and those weren't always the right ones. They weren't able to get much time in the pocket for Locker, so his plays weren't able to develop. Also, the defensive line was able to corral Locker. He didn't have much positive rushing yardage at all, really. And the defense was able to keep him contained and to get the help from the secondary and the corners that they didn't have against Oregon State. That was something that really made the difference tonight in terms of stopping Washington's potentially dangerous offense.
Like she said, the defense was the key, and the key to the defense were the defensive ends. We caught up with Ricky Elmore right after the game on the field.
I think, when you play a team like Washington, you have a guy like Jake Locker, you just got to prepare all week and just get ready for anything that he can do. And I think our guys just took this week of practice real seriously, and it showed up on Saturday, or today.
You guys had pressure on almost every play. How'd you make that happen?
Just good strategy by the coaches, good game plan, and a lot of good effort from everyone up front and the linebackers.
So the Wildcats have finally completed the stretch of 5 out of 6 games at home, and they're about to leave the friendly confines of the Zona Zoo at Arizona Stadium to play at UCLA this weekend and at Stanford the next week. We're not sure what the status will be at quarterback. Nick Foles was in uniform today, but didn't play. It's unsure if he'll play on Saturday or the next time, but the Wildcats know that if they need to go to Matt Scott, they can depend on him. For DailyWildcat.com, this is Tim Kosh.